In this tutorial we are going to discuss about the data types in Excel. Okay, so access. So what are the different data types which are there in Excel? So a data type, so what do you mean by a data type? So it means the type of data. Okay, so refers to the type of data which can be stored in a column. So a type of data which can be stored in a column is known as its data type. So what are the different data types? Let's see. So the first one is short text. So short text is used to store up to 255 characters. So it is used to store alphanumeric means what? Which can have the alphabets as well as the numbers. So that is text and combinations of text and numbers. So it can hold up to 255 characters. Then next is long text. So long text is used to store large blocks of text such as notes, description. It is used up to 64,000 characters. So that is, the storage is 1 GB. The next, numbers. So number is used to store only numbers, so including whole numbers and decimal numbers. So you can also store point numbers. Okay, so numbers with points. So up to 16 bytes of data. Then next comes the date and time. So used to store date and time values for years. So it is used to use date and time. So it is of 6 bytes. The next is currency. So it stores monetary values. So its currency field is not rounded off while performing the calculation. So the currency fields are not rounded off. So we don't round off these currency fields. So it is also of 8 bytes. Then next comes the auto number. So auto number means automatically it numbers the column, the rows. Okay, so it is used to store an integer value on adding records. So it is used to store an integer value on adding records. It increments automatically. So if you add a record, then the number is incremented automatically. So if the record is deleted, it decrements. So if you delete some record, then it automatically deletes or decrements, means decreases. Okay, so it has a unique value, means if auto number is there, then the values which will be put up will be unique, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 is not repeated, 2 is also not repeated. So that way, access for each new record. Therefore it is used as a primary key. So auto number is mainly used as a primary key. So because the computer gives the numbers automatically. So it is of 4 bytes. Then next, calculated. So it stores the result of the calculation. It uses the data from one or more fields. So this type of fields stores the data from some other fields. Depend on the data type. So its storage depends on the data type of the data. The next, OLE object, it refers to the object that can be linked or embedded. It can store pictures, audios or videos. So these can store the pictures, audios and videos which are linked. Okay, so it stores up to 2 GB. The next is hyperlink, a link address. So it stores a link address to the document file on the internet or on an intranet or on a LAN. Okay, so it is mainly used to store the hyperlinks. The next, attachments. So you can attach files such as pictures, documents, spreadsheets or charts. Each attachment field can contain unlimited numbers of attachments. So attachment can be unlimited up to storage limit. So it depends on the storage size. Then next is logical, yes or no. So it is used to display either yes or no. The next, lookup wizard. So it is used to retrieve data from another table or set of values. It allows you to type a list of options which can then be chosen from drop down list. So lookup wizard will show a drop down list from where you can select the values. Depends on the data type. So it depends on the data type of the lookup field, means the data which is there in the lookup. Then next is setting up the primary key. So how to set up the primary key? So primary key are the keys. So primary key means the records which have the unique value. So here the primary key is a unique identifier of the record. So it means that the column which will be declared as a primary key will have unique values. Okay, so this field can never be blank or can contain a null value. So it can never be blank or contain a null value. The primary key is unique value for that column. So the primary key must be unique, means the value should be unique, different from each other. Like we have the patient ID, doctor ID, student ID are can be put up as a primary key. So how to set up the primary key? So to set up field in a primary key as a primary key, follow these steps. So click the field that you want to make a primary key. So you have to first click up the field, then on the design tab in the tools group click primary key. So you have to click this primary key, then it will be the column will be set up as a primary key. Observe a small icon key before the name field. So wherever we put this primary key, a key will appear at the site. Okay, and then save the table. So in this way you can set up a primary key. Okay, so that much for this tutorial. Thank you.